a witch doctor. Tell us the lore of your planet. We should probably have a topic to broach with, maybe about the mayor. Maybe if we just go in and present ourselves, see if she starts the conversation.
Or we just go in and be like, hey, we need some information. We're just, looking for some help here.
Or I could ask about ingredients, as obviously I think she would have something, seeing as some of my spells require a few items I don't have.
We also need to ask her about making a poultice for this damn Helmos itch.
I was about to mention that it's becoming much worse for both of you. It's been a while.
Yeah, you're not looking so hot there, girl.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. So maybe let's hurry and get over there.
Right.
Alright, so you step out from the mayor's estate, such as it is, a small house. It's chilly, about 52 degrees or so. Overcast. The ground is still damp. It looks like it was raining a little bit while you're inside, but it's not raining right now. So you climb the rest of the way up the hill to the large, somewhat run-down mansion at the top.
Knock, knock, knock.
You hear it echoing inside the building, but there doesn't seem to be a response.
Yeah, I don't think she's in.
Lady V's gonna walk up and try the door handle.
Make a dexterity saving throw. You take 2 points of lightning damage as the door handle suddenly sparks out.
Sparks out as in electricity?
Yes. Or, lightning. All you see is a flash.
V, you alright?
There was just like a very loud cursing and relish. It's like you can just see her body jolt and she goes, but she's kind of stuck in the position for a moment before the body starts flicking. Damn it!
V has been rebooted.
You mean the door's trapped?
Well, if you did see that, then yes.
Well, either the door was trapped or you felt the sudden urge to do the robot. How about we walk around the house, maybe call out the person's name a couple of times, see if they're home?
She's going to take kind of a direct route. She's going to pull out the bagpipes and start playing. Maybe we can call her out.
Yeah, okay, why not? Just you do that here. I'm going to go walk around the house.
So you guys doing a Joshua around the walls of Jericho thing here and just marching around the house, or what are we doing?
Well, Maria's gonna kind of look around, look to see if, maybe they're, are they actually just out for the day, or were they working in the garden kind of thing, or maybe they're just upstairs and the window's open and they're reading.
Alright, investigation check. For anyone who wants to try to see.
Ooh.
So, Jim notices sort of a little bit of a path has been worn from the back door when you get back there out into the sort of fields behind, not farm fields, but just grassy area that's behind and just kind of extends to the north quite a ways. So it looks like in as much as any of this area or around this house seems to have been used in any way, it looks like she often, or someone often, uses the back door to go out and about into the fields out there. You don't see any signs of anyone inhabiting the house at this time.
Do there happen to be fresh tracks, say, in the mud I might be able to follow?
Not that you can tell, it Just looks like a kind of a worn path, but you can't tell if anything is. Nothing looks fresh, is what I'm trying to say.
Lady V kind of has an idea, and she comes closer to the group. Is able to make out. Did anyone ask what she looked like?
Come to think of it, we didn't. We just assumed that the doctor would be in.
It would be wise to do so. Maybe she's one of the bodies.
Oh shit, yeah. Maria's gonna be like, I'm just gonna go hop back on over to the mayor's there and just ask them if they actually know where the witch doctor is or if they're in. So yeah, Maria kind of quickly slithers back to the mayor's house and knocks or pops their head in. Yo, you guys still here?
The mayor looks up. There's no sign of Sugi at this time. He walks over. Oh, hey again. Oh, by the way, I wanted to thank you guys for taking the job to organize this place. Sugi is great. She's a great assistant, but as you can see, she's not really good at keeping things tidy. I mean, I keep asking her to straighten up and put things away, and she just, she says she put things away, and then I'll find it back out where it was before. So thank you so much.
That sounds familiar.
Maria just kind of has a blank look on her face as he keeps talking. Yeah, cool. So the doctor ain't in. You know where she at? Like, has anyone seen her in the last few days?
Well, she pretty much keeps to herself, and people don't really visit, so it's hard to say.
Huh. You know the front door's trapped, right?
I can't say I've ever tried it, but that doesn't surprise me. She's a woman who likes her privacy.
You know what she looks like or something?
I'm not sure because she always keeps herself very wrapped up, so she's always wearing long dark robes and she always has a hood over her face, so all you can kind of see are her eyes, which, are kind of scary. They're red and they seem to glow a little bit from what I can tell, but, I don't stare right into her face, so...
Okay. I'm gonna head on out then and kind of figure out what's going on with this. See ya.
Well, good luck. And thanks again.
Yeah. Yep. No worries. So Maria just kind of slithers on back real quick and lets them know what went down. So, doesn't know what she look like, but apparently she likes robes.
She has glowing red eyes.
Apparently. Allegedly. Could be folks are getting a little overexcited,
What time of day is it?
It is, you look up, from what you can tell from the overcast sky, the amount of hours that it's been since everyone woke up and things and you got into town. It's probably somewhere in the general area of 11 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I don't mean to be presumptuous, but this woman apparently did some sort of favor for the mayor, who later died and somehow got his house. Red eyes, people don't trust her. I'm thinking vampire, but we don't know the vampires from our world work like the ones in this world.
And why are you thinking she's a vampire?
It just kind of sounds vampire-ish. I don't know. Really, I shouldn't come up with theories before having facts, because inevitably it causes you to twist theories to facts to fit theories instead of theories to fit facts. Are there any signs of forced entry into the house?
No.
Are there any windows near the ground floor that Maria can possibly try to pop up and peek into?
There are, yes.
Well, Maria's gonna wander over to the nearest window and kind of tiptoe or extend herself as much on her tail as she can to peek in the window.
Now, is she leaning on the windowsill, or?
Probably not. Depends on how high it is. If it's high enough that she really has to, tiptoe, then probably a little bit. But if it's kind of waist height or whatever, then no.
Now, would that be tip-tailing in her case?
How high up is the window?
The windows are not that high off the ground, so you'd be able to see through it without having to strain yourself.
Yeah. So yeah, they'll peek through. They might touch the glass, like kind of, putting their hand up against it to kind of peer through.
Dexterity saving throw. Three points of lightning damage.
Owie.
So you reach out your hand and just kind of touch the glass as you're trying to peer in, and you just get a shot right through your hand and up your arm, and it feels kind of like your funny bone got hit, except the pain starts in the other end.
Yeah, Maria starts cursing because motherfucker, that hurt.
Also, investigation check.
Oh, I should have warned you how much it did hurt.
Yeah, Maria's a little distracted right now.
The window's kind of dirty, and you can't really see much of the room beyond. It's just all you can see is kind of vague shapes. It looks, from what you can tell, kind of maybe a little cluttery in there, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, there's just a long, angry stream of Spanish.
So, guys, turns out the windows are also electrified. Thank you, Maria, for discovering for us.
Can you help her?
Yeah, you as well, Lady V. Let's get you both patched up.
I'm fine.
Terps is going to ask, is it important that we get in there?
No, Maria, there's no need to get so charged. And don't worry, Terps, we'll just come back to this later. I think, unless we're willing to go the full-on breaking and entering, which I'm not, we'll just have...
Wait, again?
Hey, don't blame me. This is how it came to us.
It's not a fire again, is it?
No, not this time. There's just a gap in the video for some reason.
Great. Well, just cover it up with another ad. Maybe if they give them 2 slots, they won't sue us for losing the first one.
That's a good idea.
Sir, why are we doing so many takes of this? This is so degrading. I don't even have a good singing voice. Why can't you just hire someone else? Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, okay, one more take. Come on down to Delatante's magic. Your life so many ways at prices that will make you crazy. We'll put a spell on you. So if you wanted to shoot fireballs, but you couldn't afford to, we know how to help you. Here's a candle, choose the fireballs too. All the candles now you light the night in the room. Dilettantes. Wow.
To try a different time. Perhaps the goods and sundries place might have something we can use for treatment for your hell rash.
Alright, cure
Lady,
wounds on...
if you're doing that, I'm going to ground you.
Jim, not the best time.
Lady,
8 healing for Maria.
Maria takes a deep breath. Thank you.
Did you see what I just typed in?
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing, just later in the day.
we could have just waited until we saw the bodies to see if she was one of them.
Terps, yeah, we don't break into other people's teepees unless we have to.
You mind your tongue for 1 minute.
TP is another word for 10.
Well, why don't we let Sun resolve what happens when she tries to kick the door in?
She's trying to kick the window out, actually.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Well, first of all, hooves are grounded. It's keratin, so unless she touches it with her flesh, she won't get electrocuted.
Except it's magic, though, but let's find out.
Yeah. I tried something like that in another game, but with things that conduct electricity rather than ground it. The DM wouldn't have any of it.
That's alright, she's also got a high dexterity, so yeah.
Alright, sorry I had kitten issues. In that Kuman came by and unplugged one of my monitors. So Terps is trying to kick out the window. Alright, so make a attack roll. Alright, dexterity saving throw.
Okay,
Alright, so you strike out with the hoof, and the window just shatters. And there's a flash of light, but your kick was so quick that you're not affected by it. Since the game doesn't actually say you're resistant in any way to electric or lightning damage, you would have had damage had you failed to save. So now the window is broken.
Jim will go over to the window, call in, and say, "Hello, Kutane? Apologies, your window accidentally got kicked open by a mule."
It's a good thing Terps is eating dinner right now, or you might get hit for that. You look in, and the inside of the house is similar to what you expect, or might have expected to see from the outside of the house. You're looking in a very large entryway or entry room, and it was clearly ornate at one point, and there's still fancy things, but there's a layer of dust on things, and the furniture has draped cloth over most of it. Just doesn't look like it's been used much, if at all, in quite a while. There is no response to your yelling.
After no response, Jim looks at the others, shrugs. Well, I don't think she's in there, or they're in there. We don't know the gender yet. I don't think they're in there, or they're just not coming out.
I think the mayor said Kutone is a she. And looks like she hasn't even been here in a long time, and nobody even noticed.
Son, is there any rocks or pebbles nearby?
Yeah, I won't even make you do investigation for that. Yes, plenty of rocks and pebbles around in the ground.
So as everyone is talking, Lady D will get one tiny pebble and go to the window and kind of toss it through, just to make sure that there's no spell around the window if they try to go in.
The pebble goes through the broken window with no issues and lands on the floor behind with a
Does anyone have any rubber soles?
Looks down at his boots.
I need your boots.
Jim looks down to check and see if his boots have rubber soles.
Anyone who wants to check their shoes will note that it looks to be made of leather, and there's no such thing as rubber in this world as far as you can tell.
Leather does work somewhat, but not as good as... I just need something on my feet.
Are you wearing boots?
She motions to the lack of boots at her little robot feet.
Aren't you 7 feet tall? I don't know if your feet are that small.
Well, not exactly little, but it's it's the bare minimum of feet. You could tell that there's a big toe and a couple other toes, but it's a very simple foot structure. But nonetheless, she is shoeless, and has been the entire time.
Well, okay, if we're going in here, I can just use Detect Magic to see if there's any more magical traps, so we don't have to risk anything. But I don't want to go in there until we have some sort of go-ahead from Merc to search the place. I mean, he might just have a key to the house that'll let us in.
Good point.
So I'll just find something to cover up the broken window, and let's go check out the goods and sundries places. I think that's our next best bet for anti-Hell Rash Cream.
A light drizzle begins.
And of course, it's starting to rain.
Yeah, all the more reason to get away from a lightning trapped house. Let's go to that general store.
So specialty goods, that's even closer. We should hit that one first. Jim will find like a board or something just to cover up the window and carve "sorry" into it.
Okay, so once Jim's done with the board, then we'll all head to the specialty goods then.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so you angle down the road and you come to what looks just like a house, and there's just kind of a sign leaning against the side beside the door that just has kind of lazily hand scrawled Mufia Specialty Goods. The door is open.
Jim will just go up, knock on the door, and call out hello.
You look in, and there's a young looking man sitting behind a table. He kind of glances up. Yeah?
Friends, do you need some, do you got some anti-rash cream, anti-whatever, hellweed cream?
Need a way to soothe this rash from hell moss permanently.
He sighs and sets down his book and then kind of motions. I don't know. You're welcome to look around.
Are you the keeper of this shop?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't know its inventory?
Not really, no. So you look around the house and it's clearly just a regular living room that's kind of been haphazardly turned into a makeshift shop. So there are a bunch of things that look really interesting on shelves and tables and things. He himself does not look particularly excited to be there.
What's your name?
I'm Frank.
Doesn't this place belong to Mufia?
That's my last name. And my family's name.
Alright. Is there... And I've worked retail before, so I get it, friend. But is there anybody else around here who might actually know what any of this stuff is?
No. Wait, want my life story? Jeez. Alright, look. My family, they all are archaeologists. They love going around and digging and finding stuff. I hated it, so they said, fine, just look at the store. So that's what I'm doing. I have no idea what they dig up. I have no idea what they bring in. They just bring the stuff in. I put it on shelves. People give me money for it if they want. You know, I have no idea what the stuff. I mean, some of it's obvious. There's a bow over there, so I assume that shoots arrows. And, you know, there's some armor, and I've got some potions. I don't know what they do, but, you know, there's stuff here. There's a cabinet there. I mean, it probably holds things, you know.
Maria's just gonna be like, alright, whatever, and we'll go to look for some salves or potions or something.
Frank, any objections if I cast some ritual magic in here to identify those potions?
You don't have to. Just a second. He gets up and he kind of tugs open a cabinet, and there's some potions sitting in there, and he's like, yeah, okay, here they are. They labeled them, so I've got this is a potion of greater healing. This is a potion of it just healing. This one says superior healing. This one it's all sorts of healing ones.
Okay, so can we tell, or is there a roll to see if any of those potions would be the kind of thing that would cure the devil moss?
I say healing. I don't know. You remember Merc saying that no magic will heal it.
You got anything made out of that, like some local red berries?
What you see is what I've got. I don't see anything like that.
And Maria will
really the stuff I have here is what my family brings, so I don't have like cells and stuff that people make. I mean, you probably want to go down and see the Fefa's place. They have more, you know, normal things. Or you can see the elf next door. You know, she does this soap stuff, so maybe she has something. I don't know.
It's probably our best bet.
Yeah. Bed and bath places have all kinds of crazy skin shit.
I don't think she has beds, but yeah.
Thank you for your time, Frank. We might be back to purchase some of this later, but we have a more immediate issue we got to handle.
Sure.
Okay, I guess we'll go check out Tuiata's soaps. Assuming Lady V is done, she was looking around for something.
If somebody else had to mine this place, what would you do?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously don't like being a shopkeeper, and you could care less what your family does in their archaeology. You said you didn't care for it, so if you didn't have to mine this shop, what would you do?
I don't know. Just read, I guess. Although, I'd go hungry pretty quick without getting any money.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
You just wanted to read then?
Yeah. I mean, go get a drink every now and then. What? I don't understand your question here.
You ever think of going to Berhala? See the library?
No. Why would I want to go there?
You just said that you want to read.
Yeah,
Berhala has a library.
I have books. I don't need to be going miles and miles away for books when I have them right here. Are you trying to propose something? What's going on here?
I just want to say, and it would take too long to explain why, but I can really relate to you. I've been where you've been, and I just want to say, don't let yourself wallow in this, man. Whatever it is you really want to do, even if some part of you thinks that it's dumb or ridiculous, just do it. It'll be better than anything else you could possibly do. Trust me.
Well, I wish I could, but my family kind of pays for everything, so
I think he's got a good thing going here, man.
Lady V, you do see many things that seem like they would be very helpful for things that you're doing. I can give you guys a list if you'd like of what you see there.
Yes.
If you do not mind.
Could Chirps benefit from Saddle of the Cavalier if she's the one wearing it?
What?
That's a good question.
What does Saddle of the Cavalier do?
Yeah, I just thought it was a funny joke.
No, it will not help Terps. It'll help whoever's mounted on her. While in this saddle on a mount, you can't be dismounted against your will if you're conscious, and attack rolls against the mount have disadvantage. So I guess she would have attacks against her would be disadvantaged, so I guess it would help her. So, where are you headed next?
Next is the soaps.
Alright. So you go... Well, first of all, the whole area smells delicious because it smells like baking bread. I forgot to mention. The rain has stopped while you were in Frank's place. And then as you get closer to the soap store, it smells, more and more like perfumed soap. You look in, it's a tall elf woman with silver hair. She looks up as she sees you, and she smiles and says, "Well, hello."
Greetings.
You got anything for Moss, hate Moss?
Oh, she looks.
Same kind of idea.
Oh, that is bad stuff indeed. As it happens, I do have a soap that's made out of the berries that you can bathe with it, and it will very much help. It's not exactly the same as having a poultice, but it will definitely help. It will clean the area. It will keep the itching and the rash down, and it will last longer than just using the berries itself. She moves over and picks up a sort of rose-colored bar and holds it up.
That smells kind of nice.
Yes, it's a common area or problem in this area. The children go into the forest sometimes and they come back itching, so I have made this for it.
But it still won't permanently get rid of it.
Nothing will permanently get rid of it. You just have to bear with it for about a week.
But we were told that a poultice could cure it.
A poultice you won't notice it, and it will last much longer, but it still won't cure it. You'll just have to keep the poultice on and keep replacing it. Kind of like having a cut with a bandage. You'd take it off every now and then, you'd wash it, you put on a new one, and you will not feel the effects of it.
Well, that's
Kidding me. Okay. Do you know anyone in town who'd be able to make such a thing?
Kuntuni might be able to.
Besides her.
I might be able to make one. I had been considering trying to do that. So if you happen to, if you bring me some berries, I can try.
We've got some on us.
Do you?
Well, we've got plenty on us. Yeah.
Well, how about I trade you this bar of soap for the berries you have? The soap will be more effective than just the berries alone, and so you can wash with them, and I will take the berries and try to make a poultice for you.
seems like a fair trade.
Turks will hand over the berry. She say, and eventually this goes away on its own.
In about a week, yes.
Okay. She's gonna tilt her head, over to Maria and go, "What's a week?"
7 times the sun rises.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, 7 days and 7 nights.
Now, if you take that soap and you bathe with it in the day in the river where everyone can see you, I will pay you 5 silver. I am trying to get this area to start using soap. I feel like it will help people's health, but they don't seem to see it that way. Usually people take baths once a year maybe, so I'm trying to, I can't go home where it smells nice. I'm trying to get this area to smell nice, so
5 silver for each of us?
anyone who takes a bath, 5 silver.
Done.
Turks is like, with this horse body that I have, the horse spirit, I'll probably need more than 1 bar.
1 bar lasts longer than you think. I think you'll be fine.
I have a question for you, Mom. And it's not about soap. And Lady V kind of motions to the top of her hair where it's kind of a mangled wake of hair. And she's just, do you have something to clear this up?
She peers at it and says, "Do you know what it's made of?"
No, I haven't been able to check it yet.
Well, I mean, soap cleans things. You can try.
Do you have any brushes?
I do. You know what a brush is. Nice.
Yes, I would prefer to have one of those if you do not mind.
2 copper for the brush.
Lady V will reach into her cloak and pull out a little tiny bag that she's been carrying around, and she just looks into it and holds up a gold piece. Is this going to cover it?
That would cover it. Do you have anything smaller?
She looks to the group.
Can you make change?
People must be rich indeed if all you have is gold.
Unfortunately, I cannot recall your payment system, so I'm sorry.
Ah. Really? Well, I mean, I've never seen something like you, so I suppose you don't know how the money works. I guess that makes sense. So, can I see your purse real quick, and I'll see what coins you have in here. Says, "Oh, I'm Dwayda, by the way," so that you know her name. Haha. So here, this one you can see it's gold. So that's almost the thing that's worth the most. There's also these larger ones that look like silver, but they're actually platinum. So those are worth more. I don't see any of those in here. So you have the platinum, and then 10 gold equals 1 platinum, and then 10 of these silver ones, the smaller silver ones, we just call it silver, and 10 of those equals 1 gold. And then these smaller ones that are made of copper are the lowest ones. So 10 of those equals 1 of the silvers, 10 of the silvers equals 1 of the gold, and 10 of the gold equals 1 platinum. And then you'll also see coins from time to time that are about the same size as the silver, but they have a hole cut in the middle. Those are electrums, and people don't really like them, so they don't use them very much. But if you see one of those, 5 electrums equals 1 gold.
Noted, thank you.
So all I need is 2 of these little coppers, and the brush is yours.
So there's copper. 10 coppers is a silver. 5 silvers is an electrum. 10 silvers is a gold. 10 gold is a platinum.
Correct.
She's gonna play with the silver coins and tilt her head because she likes the sound.
Lady B is gonna motion. It's like, well, take the coppers, as you said. Take out what you need for one, and I'll take one of your brushes then.
Okay. She takes 2 of your copper, which leaves you with 9 silver and 8 copper along with your other gold.
Do you have brushes for horse spirits?
I have brushes for whoever wants them. 2 copper apiece.
She'll hold out her bag because, here.
She'll take 2 copper out of yours and hand you the largest brush she can find.
So you mentioned you can't go home?
Well, no. My home was destroyed. There was a war. You all seem... I mean, you were here... It wasn't that long ago. She looks at you very curiously.
We're not around here.
The war was everywhere?
Yep, don't remember a whole lot.
Oh. She nods. Well, you might try Frank's place next door. Maybe he has something that restores memory. He's always got weird things in there, so you never know what you might find.
We'll look into that, thank you. In the meantime, do you have anything for men to smell nice? Perhaps perfume or cologne?
Anything for what?
Anything for men to smell nice?
Oh.
Perfume, cologne?
No, the perfumes, I want people to be clean, not just to cover themselves with scents to act like they're clean. So no, I don't sell those.
Gotcha.
Fefa might have some. If not, I don't think they sell them outside of the cities.
I was just curious. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's list one quest knocked out. We've got something for itchy bums.
So really, this is all you've got, and nowhere else to go.
Yep, this is my home now.
Well,
What?
you've got a home. That's definitely good.
Yeah, I have no complaints. I have regrets, but no complaints. But isn't that how everyone is, really? Well, I guess not. A lot of people like to complain. Forget I said that.
Well, thanks for the help.
Certainly.
How long would it take you to make this poultice, do you think?
I don't know if I even can make it, but I'm going to try. I have some ideas on how it might work. I've never made a
Well-
poultice, but it seems like it would. I have similar skill set to what I'm already doing.
Well, actually, one of our terps here is a huntress, and she knows a thing or two about making poultices with the right materials. Maybe she could help you out.
That would be lovely if she's. Is she an alchemist? She looks at terps.
Power medicine
We
woman
still have
and
questions
spirit
about.
talker.
I have heard that the centaurs have powerful healing abilities. The only one I've ever met before you doesn't, but I've heard that the people in general do.
So yeah, maybe with the two of you together, you might just be able to get this working right. Because we really, really would like some relief from this thing.
Oh, I understand. Well, if she would like to come by, if you'd like to come by anytime. Well, maybe not at night when I'm sleeping, but you know.
Alright, how about after we've made our rounds through the rest of the town? So later today.
Sounds lovely.
And in the meantime, this river that you wanted us to bathe in, where is it?
It's just right beside the town. Just head out past the city, and the river is right on the other side of Oak's farm.
I hope none of you mind if we take a little detour. Don't worry, Lady V, we're still going to see the wizard, but I hope you don't mind if we take a little detour. This itch is killing me.
Would it be better if I let you deal with that, and I could just go to the wizard and talk with him?
I'll go with Lady V.
Well, I think we all want to hear what the wizard has to say, don't we? Why do you don't?
No, I thought you were making a Wizard of Oz reference. I've seen classy shit.
Oh no, that one went right over my head. Okay. We can. I'm sure Terps and I can just endure it a little longer.
Okay, we'll just wait then. It's fine. Just go. You're suffering. Get it fixed.
I mean, you could always bathe as well. I'm sure after a day you'd want to, and you'll get paid.
Yeah, we're not doing the bath scene thing. I saw that episode of Critical Role. That's not going to work for us.
Lady V just proceeds to, just sigh a huge amount of steam out of her nose and just decide what you want to do. Please.
Okay. To the river.
Alright, so you exit and you follow the path past the giant gate and past houses. You pass by a larger house that has a sign that says Cup Shock Boarding House. Past some more houses into the fields beyond and come to the river. And then you notice that Dwayda has come with you and has been calling out to people, "Hey, come follow, come look, come watch." So there's a fair crowd who are already kind of interested in you anyway because you're such unusual looking people. You now have an audience at the side of the river. Dwayda is beaming.
I was kind of wondering how she was going to be sure we actually bathed and didn't just try to rip her off.
Lady V is just eyeing everyone in the group. It just has that face of just go bathe, they said. It will be so simple, they said.
Travis will, troops right in the water and get undressed.
Yuna's gonna do exactly the same. And toss us some soap.
She hands out soap to everyone who looks like they're getting in the water. Still beaming. Everyone is very interested in Yuna's body because, well, they've never seen a Loxodon at all before. Say nothing of a naked one.
To spare his friends some embarrassment, Jim's going to use this opportunity to go interview the crowd about the Bloodgate. In his very best, pay attention to me cop voice.
All right, roll a. Well, how are you going to try to do that?
Let's see. I want to use investigate because that's my best one, but that doesn't really involve questioning people, does it?
No, not so much. What I'm looking for here is: are we going to be trying to persuade them to listen to you, or intimidate them with your manly cop presence? What are we looking for?
Let's try. You know what? Intimidation.
All right. So you walk up to them and
Damn it!
you're like, "Excuse me, everyone," or whatever you
Yeah.
say. And they're just not paying attention to you at all. Their eyes are transfixed at the elephant and the centaur. Is anyone else bathing, or is it just those two?
Lady B's going to take a spot on the next to the river and kind of lay out her huge cloak and sit, and just kind of seeing the huge crowd and just really hating this and just wants it to be over with. Is going to promptly remove the shirt that's loosely over her and just kind of flaunt the robotics that's on her body and proceed to just try to brush off this mess of hair that she has. Like basically distract the crowd as best as she can.
Performance check.
Yeah. She's also just awkward with this. It's weird.
You do have, a couple children who give you a curious glance because they've never seen anything quite like that, but pretty much everyone else's eyes are just still transfixed on the two large and uncommon people who are unabashedly soaping themselves down and looking very relieved as they do it.
Huh. So I was wearing armor.
So Maria's probably going to do something whereby, her chest is covered, but we'll definitely, head down to the river, and Maria kind of laughs and flicks their tail at Luna and splashes.
Hey, you're trying to start something with water now.
I'm just picturing this as they're all having this perfectly girly soaping bath fight thing, and Jim's marching around the crowd trying to get anyone's attention, and it's just not working.
You may as well be invisible.
Yeah, totally a girly splash fight. Definitely.
Are you going to do the classic elephant?
You mean spray? Oh, right, pulling up water in her trunk and spraying people with it.
I mean, you have a inborn squirt gun / hose.
Yeah. Do real elephants do that?
Yeah, that's how they wash their backs.
Alright. Yeah, she'll definitely spray Maria and Terps then.
All right, attack roll.
With what?
What do you mean with what? Just unarmed, unarmed attack. So just your attack without proficiency. Although you have the trunk, so let's call it with proficiency. So just a d20 plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
And let's see, this is a plus your dexterity bonus, because we'll call this a ranged attack.
That's an 11.
All right. Well, you scoop up some water in your trunk, and you spray it at them. So you hit Maria dead on with the water from your trunk. Spoosh. Maria's dexterity check with advantage.
Yeah, I'll take that second one.
So the water hits you full on, but you're able to keep your, well, I guess not footing, keep your tailing. You don't fall over. But you are now, drenched from head to foot.
Maria kind of screams a little bit and then laughs and just, yeah, splash. Kind of swims away from Yuna a little bit, kind of flicking her tail again.
No retaliation, huh?
No, let's go again.
All right, who are you aiming at this time? Because now they're separated, so you have to choose.
Terps this time.
All right.
Oh, that'll miss. That's a 6.
Terps is busy cleaning herself, and shot goes behind her. You kind of vacillated at the last second of who you wanted to shoot at and didn't get your aim quite right.
Wow, this thing is weird. I gotta get used to using this. Alright, all you people of Sunder, listen up. This is our clean stick. It's called soap. Makes you smell good, gets the dirt off, and it helps you with the damn hell moss rash, which we know some of you have had in the past.
You do feel much better.
And let me tell you something, if you get that rash again, you bathe with this stuff, and you will feel right as rain. I promise you. All you gotta do, get yourself wet, then just rub this soap all over every part of yourself.
Attack roll, Terps. And Lady V, do a persuasion.
She rolled a nat 20 on that.
A persuasion check. So, partway through your speech to the crowd, you suddenly feel a whack on your back. And your words are kind of cut off. You're like, oh! And then everybody laughs.
Oh, honey, it's on. Damn, another miss. It's 11.
Was that a water attack or a trunk attack?
That was another water spray.
By the time you're able to reload your trunk, she's already, sees it coming and is able to dodge out of the way. Lady V. So you actually do manage to pull a couple of people's attention away from watching the spectacle, probably because they were bored with the speech. And so what are you asking?
Just asking general information about the doctor or witch, see which one kind of piques their interest more, and just trying to get information on what they looked like and where they went. Like, just, were they with them when they left?
Well, when you say witch, they definitely look like they know who you're talking about. And the information that you're able to gather is no one really knows what she looks like. She's always wrapped up the very rare times anyone's ever seen her. And no one has any idea where she might be or anything else really about her.
Did anyone know if she went with them with the group a couple days before?
No, nobody knows.
That's roughly what she's going to be asking, just as she kind of pokes and goes through the crowd.
And you get very much the same answer for everyone you ask. They all kind of do a perception check. What's your AC without your armor?
It might actually be the same. Let me just check.
It is the same. How'd you manage that?
Yeah, without her shield, her AC is 15, even with no armor on.
Oh, I forgot about the shield. Yeah, alright. So, you spray the water ineffectively at Terps, and then she wheels around and smacks you with her tail again. This time right across your shoulder. Swack!
Oh, what? Wow, you're good. This is all part of the process, people. We're just having fun here.
Yeah, so for the people, they profess to know nothing about her whereabouts or really anything about her except that, they don't go around her. The crowd is now starting to take sides and cheering for one or the other. Right now, most people seem to be cheering more for Terps.
Well, we'll see about that. Wow, the dice are just killing me right now. That's a 9.
So once again, you reload and shoot, and this time the crowd laughs as it misses, but it makes a nice rainbow in the air as a break in the clouds. The sun happens to shine down right at that moment, and there's a little rainbow, and then they all go, "Ooh!"
All right. In the name of most holy Uktuk and cleanliness everywhere, casting guidance.
You feel the touch of the goddess.
All right, 15 total.
So this time, she comes up behind you and just kind of flicks the tail at you without trying to smack you this time. And you just turn, and she gets the water straight in her face. And the crowd suddenly starts cheering for you. Woo!
Yes, finally. I mean, this is how you can make bathing fun, people! Were there any further attempts on the crowd by Lady V or Jim?
Ha.
I could make another roll if that wouldn't help.
No, you already rolled for it, so that's the reactions you guys got.
Okay.
Oh. Unless you're gonna try to talk to them about the the wonderfulness of soap. They're interested and ready to hear about that at this point.
Not really. I mean, the only thing that's gonna be is like, yes, soap is good. It makes you civilized.
Terp starts doing a river dance in the river, and there's water splashing all over, and the people on the closest to on the shore start backing up.
All right, guidance and then persuasion check to advertise soap once again.
All right.
All right, that's an 18 plus 1, 19.
Several people start talking to Dwayda very enthusiastically. She gives you a wide grin.
You'll see, it's not just good for you, it's good for all the people around you. Be clean, smell good, be healthy.
The crowd starts breaking up a bit, but there's still a crowd or a group around Dwayda. Fortunately, she happened to bring a box with her, so she starts handing out soap as people start handing her money, and now more people are just tossing off their clothes and getting in the river.
Lady V is quickly going to go over to the people still in the water and be like, "Can we please go now? I'm not here to see a nudist committee come through."
Someone splashes water at Lady V.
You gonna take that from them, Lady V?
I don't want to light anyone on fire.
Oh, just cut loose a little. At least if the water wouldn't make you short circuit or anything. But if it wouldn't, why not?
And just very quickly, her eyes widen, and she does her best to kind of puff up her chest. You can see it visibly rise with the chest plates, and her voice kind of booms a little. We need to go now.
All right. If you're it was making you that uncomfortable.
Speaking of uncomfortable, did you guys ever stop to consider whether or not this place has towels?
I got this cloak thing, which Maria's already quickly wrapping themselves up in.
But which is also already damp because it was raining earlier.
Lady V is just standing there as steam is still is again now pouring out of her face, and it looks like she's trying not to take her face off, how your hands drag down her face. It's it almost looks like her face is about to come off.
Okay, guys, why don't you just finish up here? I'm going to take V to the wizard before she literally blows a gasket or experiences some sort of meltdown.
Yeah, I'm coming. Just let me wash off this bit of soap. I'm coming out.
All she's gonna say is just basically start to curse people out in Welsh, but no one understands her, so it just sounds like a bunch of gibberish.
That would be better on Earth as well.
V, could you point that at our bathing friends? I think you're like a hot air dryer when you're doing that.
I would literally throw you into the water and hold your head down beneath the waves until it's done.
Whoa, leave it
I
to
was trying to move things along, but all right, fine.
So you guys put on your damp clothes over your damp bodies. You feel a little uncomfortable.
Well, Yuna's gonna walk at the back and before they get to the edge of the town, just let herself naturally dry a bit before putting her vestments back on.
Yeah, it's not very effective because it is kind of gray and damp and chilly, but you're slightly drier than you would have been otherwise.
Jim comes back. Actually, I have an idea. Hold on. Jim will attempt to cast Prestidigitation to dry off Yuna.
Alright, well, give me a wisdom roll. Alright, so it takes you until you get right around the point to the blood gate where something kind of niggles in your mind of, hey, wait a minute, I can do something about this. And that's when you remember that you have that cantrip that you're pretty sure this will work. You're going to try it on first.
Oh, let's start with Yuna.
Alright, give me a luck roll. Aww. You successfully dry off Yuna and her clothes. So Yuna, you're feeling kind of damp, and then suddenly everything is dry, and you somehow feel warmer.
Nice. Hey, thanks for that. And she'll put her vestments back on.
Hey, Terps, you want me to try you off next? Terps shrugs, so we'll try Prestidigitation for her.
Alright, wisdom check with advantage. Well, that's no fun. You didn't turn either of them purple. Terp says, likewise, suddenly dry and feeling much warmer than she was a moment ago.
Alright, Maria, how about you?
Maria just kind of makes a face at him and then grumbles and swears like, alright, go ahead, thanks.
As you've done it twice already, you don't need to roll for it anymore. You're able to just wave your hand and she is dry.
Alright, that feels better.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of utility to these wizard spells.